So, right now, we're quarantined here in Miami, but you're quarantined a little different. Okay, I'm quarantined here with my newborn, or not even newborn. She's already 3 months, but um, and my wife, and you are where?
So I'm like stuck in a gallery. Like not stuck. I don't like to say the word stuck, but I'm like I chose to be isolating myself and quarantining in a gallery inside a gallery.
Wow.
Uh, yeah. So like it's right now. Like I'm showing a little bit. So that's my quarantine time. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So it's man. It's funny because when everything started happening, um, a lot of galleries, a lot of people, we network, we talk to each other, and we just couldn't figure it out. Like, oh man, everything's got shut down. Like, um, my type of setup, like, art, people cannot see it. Like, the only way is probably virtual online. That's a great platform that we have now. But also, we want, help people around us, people that don't have a choice, but they have to shut down everything that they have. So this gallery, is a great friend of mine. His name is Lucci, Art and Design Gallery here in Miami. Um, reach out to me and say, "Yo, Tiago, what's going on? How's your plans? How you doing it?" I said, "Man, do you like to just jump on a call?" I said, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." So I jump on a call, but before the call, I'm just gonna briefly just talk real fast. Like,
Go for it.
man, I just like I was like when everything was happening, I seen people like kind of like more panicking, like people, different artists contacting me, like, wow, what the hell are we gonna do now? I was like, I was not panicking, bro. For some reason, I was just like, bro, God's gonna give me idea. God's gonna intervene, and God's gonna do the best way that He can. Like he'll show up, but I need to just be here in a peaceful mode so I can listen to Him. So to pay attention to Him, I need to calm down and just relax and don't go based on media, based on everybody saying, even though everything is important. Uh, I took a pause and then I was like, man, came in my mind, art cannot stop. Art cannot stop. You cannot stop, Tiago. So to me, it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing my studio. Nobody's in my studio by myself. Then go home, having a cool time with my kids. During the day, I spend time with my wife and go back to the studio at night. Come back. So that's cool. I had it all set. I have planned. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna continue doing me. So art cannot stop. But that keep it bothering me for many days, to the point that say, man, I gotta do something about it. I gotta stand up and literally said, art cannot stop. So then going back to the call happened, and as we're talking, he's mentioning, I told him, yo, art cannot stop, and we're gonna do this. And he said, you know what? Art cannot stop. What do you have in mind, Tiago? Automatic came in my mind. I said, you know what? I'm locking myself in your gallery. You need your gallery? No, it's locked down. I said, yo, give me your keys to your gallery. And I just gonna like produce a whole show. I'm gonna do my art. I just gonna paint it. I stay here in isolation, lock, slip in, wake up in here, do everything here without getting out. Then I told him, so straight up, like, that's what I want to do. He's like, are you crazy? Like, are you crazy? Like, we don't have even set up like that. I was like, yo, no worry. I got a couch. We good. So from that point on, I think it started the whole isolation project. Like our plug, my agent, my team, everybody got together and we're like, yo, we down. We support you 100% for a good cause. And then we jump with a benefit organization here to benefit different organizations here in Miami. The World Red Eye uh, uh, organization, and we're doing a lot of stuff. So all the proceeds and everything that we sell here, everything that we do here after, is going to go all for COVID-19 situations and homeless shelters and things like that, and just to help, man, help to bring awareness. And we're not breaking protocols. We're just like, hey, stay home, be safe. Not because the situation happened that you have to stop what you're doing it. I
Mhm.
think God was really talking that clearly. Like, God's gonna get you to do a different ways that you did it before, but you got to continue on, and it's beautiful to see everybody's in it, in this boat, like you, a lot of people, like everybody's just doing it, and I think that's the secret, that we cannot stop. Art is not just like a visual art is everything, like you said in the beginning of the conversation. Everybody's an artist, not
Yeah.
necessarily, like everybody got to continue on with your own art, and like push it and spreading the hope, better days gonna be, we're gonna get together to the next phase, and man, keep it pushing through.
Yeah. If how tall are those ceilings? How big is the space, or is it? It can't be more than 800 square feet. Are you dealing with?
No, I'm dealing. I wish it could be 800, brother. Actually, it's 3,000 square feet.
Woo! Wow. 3,000 square feet, 12-foot ceilings. How tall is the ceilings? Because those ceilings look tall.
16.
16-foot ceilings. It's pretty interesting, man. It's pretty interesting because, you know, one, you're kind of like allowing your passion and your creativity to find a way. And but my question to you is, being there alone, away from your family, good noble cause. How do you deal with the little anxiety that shows up, the color fatigue? Because it's not like you can just leave and take a walk around the block. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So the process, to me, like the process works. I work all night, right? Like I'm a nighter. Like I feel like I'm a night worker. Like I work at night. I feel when everything elsewhere in the world is quiet, that's when I'm start working, because I feel like all the energy around, everything that's around us, is kind of cooled off, and I can absorb more what really God wants me to put in out there, right? But exactly what you're saying, fatigues. Once in a while, I close my eyes, I meditate. I sit down, like I'm being facing myself, like, man, just sit down in different positions. Looking, just close my eyes and thinking something positive. Like I do a lot of worship. I do a lot of worship right now is being like essential for my waking up. I put it really loud. I'm not gonna lie, I just do a lot of screaming. I know it's kind of weird, but just like when some weird anxiety, or I'll give you a perfect example. Like sometimes, like I'm in the middle of like a painting session, like I'm doing a session, and then like some weird thought comes in my mind, kind of saying, if you have this, if you're not gonna complete, you're doing this for nothing. People don't care, or things like that. Automatic, I'll be like, yo, I scream all loud, like, I don't care. I'm doing
Yeah,
that for
man.
God. God is in control. And I started saying things like that loud, 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 to the point that like those thoughts come, like just goes away, and just I'm more than a conqueror. God gave us, he gave us like the he commanded us, to do this. We're doing His name. By His blood we washed. By His blood we healed. I start calling God's name in like in different setups. That would be like He gave us peace and sound mind. Not a spirit of fear, but things like that. I start like constantly doing it. It helps. But I must just say the eyes get like, because we're humans, right? So the body is shut down. So I try to take naps. Even if my body don't feel like, yo, stop. Lay down, lay down. Not like sitting down and watch your phone, right? Because automatically like, yo, I'm tired, let me go to my Instagram. Yo, I'm tired, let me go to my Facebook. Oh, I'm tired, let me watch like a million videos. That is not resting. So you need to lay down, close your eyes, and trip it, like in your own natural high, like. So that's what I do. I've been doing that a lot. I when I'm in the middle of the process, I don't look for art. Like, I hear a lot of people saying that, and I have a different way to do it. I don't watch people's art. I don't look people's art. I don't go after like, oh, if I see this, or let me see if I can find something that I can inspire me. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't do that. You know what I go to? I know it's weird to say because at one point I go to musicians
Wow.
because musicians have a way to make a composition, right? To build a composition out of nothing. And I feel like that's almost like a similar to a painting. The
Mm.
colors are notes, right? So when you have the colors as a notes, then you start understanding and listening. Like let me listen to this particular artist. Let me listen to how the composition, not so much with the content as far as the lyrics, but the production part of the music.
Mm.
I have great friends like like that is in music, and you one of them, right? I love your everything that you do. You inspire me a whole lot. But in the same sense, I have different ones too that just like multiple people that are like, let me listen when he's doing it, and they send me files of different things that they're working. Big shout out to Knockfly. Knockfly is one of my best friends, and he sends me often like different compositions of no lyrics, but just like production, right? Strings, heavy strings, dope like 808, just the 808, like things like weird. Like I like to get inspired by that
Yeah.
because then I realize the composition, and like I'll be like, hey, wow, I can see the sounds, like, and then I see colors.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. You know, you say certain things, and they just make me so about you that the common person doesn't know. And one of the things that people don't know about you is that you're not colorblind, but you can't completely see all colors well, and you see things by impression. And the funny thing to me is that you're an incredible artist, and most people talk about the vibrancy of the colors that you use. And you even you even help out at churches with their lighting, bro. Like, just tell me how you see color, and explain to us, because for me, I find it very encouraging and inspiring, where, like, because this whole conversation is about limitations, right? And rising above limitations, right? Rising above, and seeing further, right? Because not seeing, the tip of the iceberg, right? The tip of the iceberg, the first observation that you can see is like, man, anxiety, we're in quarantine, we can't do anything. But looking lower and beneath that iceberg and seeing a greater picture. So just tell me, how you see color, and yeah, give us a little bit about that.
Man, like you crazy, bro. Now a lot of people are like, what the crap? But no, like I don't like even to mention that. Something that like it's not that bothered me. I think I remember like initially back in the days in school, my mom. That's how I found out. Was my mom like went to school, and the art teacher said, listen, I don't know what it is with Tiago, but he keep it painting all the trees purple. He's had this thing about colors that like I don't comprehend, and I'm keep giving him a bad grade. I think you should check him out. So automatic, I went, checked out. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Oh yeah, that's normal," because there is a percentage of males, in general, is like a very high percentage of men's that has color blindness. Not necessarily gray, black and gray, but contrasts, right? And
Yeah.
different tones that will mix.
Yeah, I can't tell between black, navy blue, and some browns and grays are like, what?
That's it. That's it. You had that too. So automatic me was like more towards the secondary colors. So like oranges, like purples, um, like anything that makes the primaries to me get all the same. It's just like it's a stronger blue and a lighter blue. It's like lilac is blue to me, you know, like so like everything is like a blue, yellow. It's the hue. I'm the hue, right? So
yeah, and then the crazy thing is that music comes into the situation, and you have like this like weird like synesthesia, like almost experience, because like the emotion that's in the music is coming out. Can you tell people out there like a song that brings a lot out of you? It could be a worship song, or it could be just a regular instrumental song that people don't know.
got it. Ooh, all right, so hard. Can I go based on? No. Can I go based on like the style of the music?
I'm here. Listen, I'm here. I'm quarantined, so yeah, I'm here all day. You can tell me. I love this. This is what we do. We talk for hours off camera. So, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna say the old school stuff that like make me dig in more, and then new stuff what I'm recently in right now. So like it makes sense. So the old school stuff I really like, like Led Zeppelin. I feel the progression with the guitars, the bridge and everything like that. I think it speaks a major painting. I don't know if you say like this way, but it's like a huge, I think a huge like a painting, right? So Led Zeppelin, and then the whole era of like old school rock, right? So that's one. Jimi Hendrix, he used to do masterpieces with his guitar, right? So to me, right there, that's like a fully painting that you could be like, how many notes, how many colors. So that right there is like those that influence to me, right? Like as far as like that guitar level of it. Then when I go to like more the Motown stuff, the voices, the arrangement with the voices, Motown, like Marvin Gaye. It's like come on, it's like what they did with the voice is like, are you serious right now? So and then you got the jazz players, you talk about, you can go to
Davis,
come on, like you can Ayers, you keep on going, right? Yeah. So that was like those the influence from the back of the days for me. I'm like all rock or all like soul music, right? Because it touches me like soul.
And then emotionally.
And then like I came like my growing up was like a hip hop, the old school hip hop. Which is like straight up like old school like hip hop.
Eat Rock, CL Smooth, Rakim.
It's like you're seeing those things like, oh man, Talib Kweli, oh my god.
Talib Kweli, Gangstar, Mos Def, yeah.
Q-Tip. De La Soul,
Tribe Called Quest, yeah.
So those like they're like even Arrested Development.
Oof.
And then the beginning of Outkast from Atlanta. So it's like you're talking about this like the beginning of the
ATL aliens.
They used to call the Danger Room.
Yeah.
The Dangers, like I forgot now.
No, you're talking about the Dungeon Family.
Danger Family, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Talk about Wu-Tang.
Whew.
Different voices.
Oh, sure.
Unique different voices, but it's one group. So I think that is a painting. Then you talk about like that when it comes to old school hip hop. I love old school hip hop. And then I became fan of like a hardcore music. The breakdowns.
The breakdowns, the screamos.
What this trap music is.
Oh yeah.
Like now it's like what, bro, I used to like Every Time I Die, Norma Jean, Chariot.
Rage Against the Machine.
Like all these bands, like, like to me, it was like, just couldn't wait for the breakdown. Like I fell in love with the breakdown. And you have like Pantera, you have Terra, like all those things. Like I see music because then it's an aggressive painting. It's like you want to put it out there, your all energy. So I see that. So those the music, and then MGMT, The Empire of the Sun. All different bands are like they do differently. Coldplay. Jamiroquai. So bands that like I listen often because they bring so much like life to the painting and colors. I don't like to. I'm being honest. I don't like to hear anything negative. Like I don't like to feed my soul with negative perspective of something.
And that dark energy is just
I
whack.
don't want to plant that in my soul because when I transfer that to the canvas, I want to make sure what the canvas have is nothing but love, peace, love, sound mind. So when people like receive the canvas, they'll feel it. I
Mm.
feel like sometimes like I gotta watch out what I listen. So what I'm saying is this is more production wise, right? The music part of it.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, I do like a lot Nirvana, but that kiddo's desperate. You know, Corbin Cameo's desperate for help.
Yeah.
Like, and people like, no, everybody enjoyed it. I mean, but it was a great band. It was like amazing band. It was a great writer, but like he was desperate, you know. So you can see that on the soul. And new stuff now, man. It's just like, to be honest, like sometimes it's hard, man, to find Answer Pack. Answer Pack, I'm gonna give it up.
Oh, and yo, Anderson Pack. Whew.
And you put me, no, you put in one band that like I don't stop listening. The what band you put me into? Like I
Wait,
forgot now. That once in a while I listen.
Okay.
No, Coyote, no.
Oh, a hiatus coyote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those, yeah, those are dope. Tame Impala, you know.
Oh, incredible. Incredible. Well, you know, that was I was supposed to put my alarm on a vibrate because I wanted to honor your time and not but my phone rang instead. It's all right. But I want to just wrap this up with I don't know I don't know why I feel this way. Maybe it's because you know, yesterday was Good Friday, you know, and you know, and it wasn't so good, but it's good for us. You know, it wasn't good for what happened to God, you know, Jesus. But with that being said, um, you know, if you had to put one sentence on your tombstone, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would that one sentence be?
I think I'll put love more,
Wow.
be more, and do more.
Love more, be more, and do more. Love that, man. Well, guys, man, this has been an amazing interview with my boy Tiago. Tiago, I love you so much, man. You continue to do amazing things. We'll talk more after this. All right, man. Peace.
Love you, bro. Peace.